Today I'm going to show you how to make this keychain wristlet. And it's really perfect for these little wristlet bags that I make for my spring markets. And I'll actually link this pattern in the description box below. And here's another one that I like to use it for. And this is an older YouTube video, and I will link that in the description box below. You can use any hook or any yarn, but I'm going to be using a 4.25mm hook and worsted weight cotton. I'm also going to be using the 2-inch key rings with the swivel clasp attachments that I got from Walmart and a tape measure. The first thing you're going to do is separate the swivel clasp from the keychain. Because we're going to be adding the I-cord to this portion of the swivel clasp. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get an extremely long tail. And if you want it to be the right size, or the same size as mine, you want your tail to be about 48 inches or about 122 centimeters long. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the end and I'm going from the bottom up to the 48th inch there, and then I'm actually just going to fold it at that point. And then you're going to take your hook and just slide that point there at the 48th inch through that loop there. So you're going to take the tail and keep it to the bottom, and then you're going to take your working yarn and keep it to the top. And your working yarn is the one that's connected to your ball of yarn. So keep it towards the top. So take your tail and wrap it around your hook just like this. Now you're going to take your working yarn and yarn over and go through the 2 loops. Now you're going to take that tail and wrap it around your hook from front to back, and take your working yarn and yarn over and pull through both loops. That's it. You're just going to keep wrapping your yarn around your hook from front to back, and then taking your working yarn and sliding it through those 2 loops. I'm going to show you a few more times. And you're just going to continue doing this until you have a total of 56 stitches. And the way that you count your stitches is just like as if they were a regular stitch. You would count these bars up here. So repeat it until you have 56, and I'll meet you back here. So here I have 56 stitches, and I am going to measure this for you. I did go ahead and stretch it a little bit because it will stretch over time. And it should measure about 13.5 inches, slightly stretched, or about 34 centimeters. So to end this, I am just going to go where my shorter tail ended and cut my working yarn to be the same length. And then I'm going to slip stitch through the ring again that's on the end of the swivel clasp. So to do that, you're going to put your ring between your working yarn and your hook, and going through the ring, slip stitch. And then you're just going to pull that tail all the way through. And that's what it should look like so far. Now we're going to take that tail that we have left over and tightly but carefully wrap around the base here. This area is going to receive a lot of wear and a lot of strain from the weight of the bag. So you want to just kind of reinforce that area. So I really just wrap it until I'm comfortable with it. I don't really count how many times I wrap it. I would say I'd wrap it at least 5 times. And then you're going to take your yarn needle and put both ends on it. And just as if you were doing a gathering knot, you're going to take the tails through the area where you wrapped. And I will say on this one, I had a wonky strand right there, so I actually went under it and went back through as if I was actually weaving a tail in my crochet work. But I don't normally do this step. I'm just trying to fix that wonky area. It doesn't have to be perfect. So then you're going to pull real tight and then cut your strands to the quick. And that is it. It's super fast and easy. You can use any yarn thickness or hook and you're done. Don't forget to check the description box for the pattern link to these adorable wristlets. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.